Hi there, how are you? Welcome to Maths for Data Science. This is Vivek. In this video, we will learn how to use the aggregations in Pandas data frame. Let us go and import the data and the required libraries. So I believe that top three cells, you are fully aware that why we have imported or executed these three cells, because the same thing we have used in our previous Pandas videos also. So now suppose you have the entire data set. Let me display a data first, so we will get a better glance at it. That is df dot head. Now you have this data set with you and you would like to do some analysis using the country. You would like to understand per country what kind of behavior it executes in terms of the salary, in terms of industry, etc. For that thing, we can use a group by function available in Pandas. So if I execute a group by function, so here I would like to group the entire data by country and then I would like to do the analysis. So for that thing, I am saying directly data frame dot group by and the square brackets the country name, the column name on which I would like to do the grouping. Here I have mentioned only one column name. You can have the multiple column names here. So it will the first level of grouping will happen with the first element of this particular list. Second level of grouping will happen. Suppose I am taking industry as a second level. So second level of grouping will happen at the industry level. So for the simplicity, I'm just taking the country itself to do the grouping. If I run it, you can see we got a data frame group object. So when this particular code executes, then it has created uh, different groups based on the country. So first, let me take this into a particular variable, so we don't have to re-execute, rewrite the same code, and we can use this country group variable to perform certain things. Now, as this particular code is executed, it has created a group based on the countries. So suppose I would like to extract data which is related to a particular group, means particular country. So suppose I would like to extract for India. If I say the variable that is country group dot get group and execute it, I will get a data frame, output data frame, which is limited to the country India. So here all the data points you see that belongs to India. But this particular thing, you might say that this is similar to the applying a filter. Then what's the difference? So let me show you the filter part also, and later I will tell you the difference. Suppose the same thing I will get it if I apply a filter here. I'm saying that df country equal to India, and this filtering part we have already learned in the previous videos. So if I execute, I will get the same output as I got in the previous cell. And but if you would like to further drill it down, suppose for a particular industry, I would like to see of values per country. So if I execute, so I got a count of industry with respect to India. You could able to execute only for India. And suppose you would like to execute for all other available countries. For that thing, you might have to write a for loop, say for I in df country dot unique. So I'm taking the unique values and then I have to apply the filter and check the value counts. Yeah, I will replace it with I, and let me assign it to a temporary variable just to print and show it to you. If I execute this thing, you see that I'm getting the output for each and every country. What is the value count of for this industry? So how many people per country, how many people belongs to this particular industry? So that information we are getting, but here we are printing it, and output of the temp table is a panda series. Let me type also see the output is panda series. It means to make a data frame, again you have to do append method on this thing to append the different data frames into single data frame. So you have to follow this particular approach to do it, and which is very cumbersome task. But with group by option we have now, I just simply say group by, and I would like to do find out the industries and its value count. So if I run on this thing, you will get everything that output in a single go. So you don't have to put much efforts here. You simply say already the groups are done on a country basis. Now you're just saying I need a value count of this industry for that each and every country. Here, let me zoom out first. So now you can see that data for each and every country, you got the output. Yeah, man, every. So here it's Here it's showing only the top uh, n number of countries only. If you would like to get more, then you can run the head on it. You got the top 100 data points here. Now in itself, now here itself you can do one thing. Now on this data frame, suppose you would like to filter this thing with a particular country, that after generating this, you would like to check only for a particular country. For suppose you would like to check for India. If I say .loc in India, I get the information related to India. Now here the values are in numbers. I can print it in terms of percentages also. You have to do normalize equal to true and you execute. It is shown in the percentages. Yeah, it's showing the decimal points. It's not multiplied with 100, but this is the result you get when you do the normalize. Same thing you can do with the median also. Suppose you would like to do mean or median. If I run group and the column on which I would like to run the median, and I say median, then it will be, you will get the out. So it is with respect to the country. So it talks about the median value for each and every country. That's how you get it. And now suppose you would like to understand that uh, how many people per country is using Python as a programming language. In the previous video, we have learned that we can apply a filter and we can do string dot contains. And if you do string dot contains without sum, you will get a true false as an output. If I include this sum method, then I will get the count of true. It means the 2793 people are um, from India is using Python as a programming language. But can I do the similar thing on a group? Let us execute and see if we can achieve it or not. No, we don't. We are getting an error. The error says series object has no attribute called string. Group object, you can't apply the string functions directly, but we can do something and we can apply the string functions on the group function by using the apply method in pandas. We have learned apply method in the previous video, so we will use that. In that, you can use a lambda function. I've used the lambda function where I'm saying lambda x colon is x dot string. So here the x is nothing but the series which will be passed here, and it will perform this activity and it will give us the output. So after applying this particular method, as we did a group here, group by, so we will get the output country wise. Each country, how many people are, or the count of people using the Python. So that's the output we received it here. Now if you see, here are the numbers, but these numbers doesn't give us. So it does give us the numbers, but it does not give us the more insights. If you are able to convert this value into percentage, it will give us more understanding that what percentage of people per country is using Python as programming language. For that thing, first thing we need to have is per country wise, how many people are using the programming language. When I say programming language, be it be a Python, Java, JavaScript, anything. So first we need that count, and we can do uh, the total count of people per country using Python divided by total count of people using programming. That will give us the percentage. So we can do that. So for that thing, first point is, first we need to know the number of people each country is using a programming language or using any sort of programming language. For that thing, I am saying df count dot value count. So when I do value count, I will get a count country wise. So let me show the output also. If you see, when I did the value count, which I've explained previously also, I'm getting a count of people from United States. I'm getting a count from Germany, India. So these are the number of people who have participated in the survey country wise. Now we got this value. Now the next thing we have to do is we have to divide with this. We have to divide this value with this value, and that's how we will get the output. So for that thing, here I have already applied this formula, but now I am rerunning it, but this time I am assigning it to variable. So we got the same output, the output we got it here. So now we got the two tables, one which tells how many people participated in the survey from a country, and how many people from a country is using Python. So these two information we received, and the naming I have given is country uses Python, and country respondent. So the percentage you can get it by saying country uses Python divided by country respondent. So, but these two are a different series. Now, first thing we have to do the concatenation of it or appending. In the previous video, we learned append, and this video we will learn the concatenate method available in Pandas. So in concatenate, I'm using pd.concatenate, and in the brackets, in the square brackets, I'm giving both the series. Here, the sequence of the column totally depends on the sequence of input. Here, if I give country use Python as a first value, the country use Python will be listed as the first column, and the country respondent will be listed as the second column. Let me execute it, and now here you can see that country is representing of this particular series, and languages have you worked represent this series. But if I change it like this, you can see the output is reversed. So the sequence is matter. Here I have used one more parameter, which is said access equal to column. Let me see if I don't give access equal to column, how it behaves, and it gives the output. Now I did not give access to column. Now you can see that everything is appended at the row level. So at the end of the first series, the second series is appended at the row level, but we don't, in our this particular scenario, we want a column append. So that's why I am giving here the access equal to column parameter. If I do so, now you can see it has been appended column wise. Now in the output, in the data frame, you see the values here, the column names are not very explanatory. Let us rename it. And we have already learned how to rename the column name. So I'm just renaming it. I'm using in place to do the changes in the data frame itself. Now I have done the changes where I've removed country with num responded, and language have you worked on with the number knows Python. So now we got the value. Now we got the data frame. The next step we need to do is we have to divide num knows Python divided by number of respondent. Let us do that. So this is the way you can do it. You simply take both the first column, divide by the second column into 100. We are doing 100 to convert it into percentage rather than keeping it into decimals. And I'm printing it. And you know how this particular column is created. I have explained in the previous videos that whenever you don't have a column and you assign, you give a new column name and assign some value to it, Pandas automatically creates a new column. So now a new column is created which says PCT knows Python. This is the percentage of the people country-wise knows the Python. Let us move to the next part. Now I would like to sort it ascending order. I have already taught you, or in the previous videos we have already learned how can we sort the values. Now I've sorted the values and printing it. So it's in ascending order. Now you can see everything is sorted in ascending order, starting from 100, and if you go down, we have the lower values. Let us print the tail once to see the lowest value by Python df dot tail. Let us print last 10. So there are a couple of countries where people has taken the survey and they don't know the Python. So here you can say there's a Democratic Republic of Korea, Gabon, Saint Kitts. These are the couple of countries in which people has taken part in the survey. The count is less, but they have taken part in the survey, but they don't know the Python or they don't use Python. So now after doing this sort, the next thing is, as you could able to see all the countries here in the data frame. Now you suppose you would like to take output of a particular country. Say I would like to see the output of India. What percentage of the people uses Python? Not what percentage of the people, what percentage of the people who have taken the survey uses Python. So that's what the output I got it. It says 49.65. Here I'm getting remaining two columns also, number of people knows Python and the number of respondent. There are nearly 5,000 people who responded to the survey and nearly 2,700 people who knows Python, and that contributes to nearly 49.65%. So this is the end of this video, and this is how you do the aggregation. And please go to the description for coding exercises. Let us meet in the next video. Till then, I'm Vivek signing off. Bye bye.